Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie here and I'm back with another video. Today I'm doing a bullet journal related video and I'm really excited because I haven't done a bullet journal related video since I did like my bullet journal essentials video. I'm gonna put the thumbnail here. I haven't done a bullet journal related video since that, and I think I said in that video that I was gonna try and do more bullet journal related videos, and I haven't done that. So today I'm gonna be doing my November bullet journal setup. I'm really excited and a bit scared to film this because I've never filmed a bullet journal setup, and honestly usually it takes me absolutely forever to set up my bullet journal. Like it takes me a good couple of hours because I feel like I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm really new to this. This is my first year bullet journaling, and so I want everything to look good. I want things to look nice, aesthetically pleasing, but be practical. But I feel like I'm just constantly struggling with having the right font or having the right theme or whatever. So I've got my bullet journal here and I've gotten it ready to plan the next month. I'm really excited to have a bullet journal video out. I'm hoping to be able to do more of these. Honestly, this year has been weird. I feel like although I bullet journaled stuff from March till now and for the rest of the year, I feel like I didn't really get to fully utilize my bullet journal as much as I would like, because obviously with the coronavirus and everything there wasn't as much going on. But I'm really excited to start bullet journaling for 2021. I've already ordered a bullet journal and I'm really excited to show you guys that when I do my 2021 yearly setup in January. And I'm just really excited with all the prospects with bullet journaling. Again, any details of anything I use will be linked in the description. Any pens, markers, my journal. But again, if you want a more in-depth look into what I use for bullet journaling, I will link that essentials haul video up in a card, in description, whatever. So yeah, this is getting to be a really long rambly intro, so let's just get into it. So today I'm going to be doing a Black Friday theme for my bullet journal. I thought this was going to be a really interesting and different theme to do for my journal. So I've already kind of done loose little outlines of what each section is going to look like and what I have planned for each section. And yeah, so this is gonna be mainly me just writing in. So I chose this theme because I thought it's something different that people don't usually think about when they think of I feel like we do think of Black Friday when we think of November, but I feel like we also just think of winter or things like that. So I feel like it'll be good to do a different type of theme for November. So I'm gonna start with my title page, and on my title page I'm just drawing a little card swiper and then putting November in the little area. And yeah, these are my main colors for the month. Mainly I'll be using these. It's a yellow and red Crayola Super Tips, and then 2 Zebra Mild Liners in blue and gray. So those are the colors I'm kind of using for the month. It's very primary colors. And then I'll be using a 05, a 1, and a 0.1 Pigma Micron pens to also write in my journal and whatever. So basically now I'm just rubbing out the pencil, some of the pencil that I wrote in, and I'm using my Pigma pen to just outline the drawing that I did earlier with black, just so that everything is a bit more pronounced. And I do this freehand and don't really use a ruler for my lines and everything, because I just like the way it looks with that more hand-drawn feel. Also, I'm so sorry for my voice. When I'm doing the voiceover, I'm doing it a couple days later and I kind of feel a bit stuffy, so just excuse the my voice in this voiceover. But yeah, I'm just drawing out the card swiper, the buttons, the receipt, and everything on it. I think this part, it's a bit tedious, but I feel like it does, I like how the actual card swiper sketch turned out, and I just think that it's really cute. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do exactly for the Black Friday theme. And I know like Black Friday is mainly about shopping, so I tried to just include lots of stuff about shopping. I'm not sure how well I did, but I'm hoping that you can just look at this spread and take inspiration. And I'm sure a lot of y'all are more creative than I am and are better at drawing than I am, so you have probably much better ideas and how to do a Black Friday spread better than I would, to be honest. But yeah, I tried to also include like, you know, the receipts and like the little sale little board on the side and stuff like that, just to make it a bit more Black Friday themed. I'm doing the credit card here to go with the theme, and then I'm going to do the little sale board at the top, and also the little shopping bag on the side, to just really tie in that Black Friday thing. And then I'm writing November first in pencil because I'm very prone to making mistakes, and I tried to use this kind of calculator looking esque text for most of the spread. I hope it showed through. I'm not sure. Again, I'm really new to doing my fonts and everything, so I'm just hoping I did it well enough, and I hope it like translated well. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go in with my Crayola Super Tips and my Zebra mouth liners, and basically I'm just going to be outlining mainly like some things I will be coloring in, like the little black for the credit card, but for the most part I'm just gonna go in and outline everything with different colors, because I thought if I like colored it in like too like completely, it would look a little bit like much. It would be very like overpowering, and I just thought like outlining the different things in the different colors, like the reds, the blue and the yellow, would be subtle, and it wouldn't take away from like the actual drawings of the different items. So yeah, that's what I'm going in to do. I'm also going in and just adding the different numbers to the little keypad, and then I'm also gonna like color in the number 11 in full, just to like just because it represents November, and I thought that was like a cute little touch to kind of like show the month a bit more pronounced. As you can see here, I'm just adding some Tipp-Ex because the marker I used kind of smudged a little bit while I was using it, so I just needed to clean up some mistakes because like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so So now we're moving on to my quote page. Usually I do not include a quote page in my bullet journal, but I watched Amanda Rach Lee's setup this month, and I really wanted to include a quote page because I had a really good quote for the month, which is "Get and Loser, we're going shopping." But to be honest, you're gonna see the spread, but I'm not really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, I'm really a beginner, and I'm really struggling with like fonts and how to vary my fonts and things like that. But I just simply wrote "Get and Loser, we're going shopping," use like the calculator font, and also use like a cursive font that's not very good. I tried to do calligraphy, but it wasn't really calligraphy. And just to add that little touch, I just, you know, put the shopping in a shopping tag. Also, you can see me, I like I filmed this while I was like literally in my bonnet still, just sat on my kitchen table, which shows my reflection. So hey guys, here I am looking ratchet AF. Yeah, so this is how my title and quote page turned out. I'm not the happiest with it, but we move. But yeah, this is my monthly calendar spread now, and I decided to take inspiration from Amanda Rachel Lee and do a vertical Dutch door spread for my calendar spread. Again, I usually don't do a calendar spread like this. I usually just have a one-page calendar spread, but I decided to do this like this because I liked her idea that it'd be like a little hub for the month. And so I did the boxes 5x5 because I wanted to give myself a bit more space, and just did little rectangular boxes at the top of them to accommodate the days of the week titles. And so yeah, I'm just going in and doing that right now and just giving myself lots of space to write in for the month. At the bottom of the page, I'm just going to be drawing like a little wish list. So I'm just going to do like a long rolling piece of paper. Again, I'm not the best like drawer artist in the world, so I'm just going to do it really like simple, and it's just kind of just to keep the whole shopping Black Friday kind of theme going on throughout the journal in like subtle ways. I'm also just adding in these little tabs in the corner just so I can write the dates in the little squares. Then I'm just going in and outlining the title in yellow, and then I'm going to be outlining the boxes with the gray color that we used for the card swiper before. And yeah, that's really it for this part of the calendar spread. I decided I wasn't going to be really neat and tidy with it, so like you can do whatever you want. I'm just tend to not be as bothered with how it looks because I like how it turned out. On the back of the flap, I'm writing gratitude receipt, and this is another idea inspired by Amanda Rachel Lee, and I just thought I'd put a thematic twist on it by calling out gratitude receipt, and it's just where I'm going to write anything I'm grateful for on each days, so it's going to be numbered 1 to 30, and I'm just basically putting it in a rectangular little receipt shape, and then using like different lines numbered 1 to 30 to write down what I'm grateful for, and that's it. Then on the other side, I'm just going in on the titles with color. Again, I had kind of sketched things out beforehand to kind of make the process a bit quicker. So yeah, I'm just going in with my different markers to outline the titles, and I'll be filling this in as the month goes along. So yeah, this is how the calendar page and like little list hub turned out, and I quite like it. I'm just using Tipp-Ex to clean any mistakes I made, and I'm erasing any of the pencil marks, and I quite like how it turned out in the end. Next, I'm moving on to my habit and mood trackers, and I'm actually going to do my habit tracker first because when I was filming this video, I still wasn't sure what I was going to do for my mood tracker. So, but I had an idea for my habit tracker, so I just started doing it. So basically, I'm just making 12 by 8 boxes, if I remember correctly. And basically, I'm just making them in the shape of like a card reader slash calculator. I'm going to put a little screen at the top, and then I'm putting 30 buttons to represent the 30 days of the month. And every time I do a habit, I'm going to just color that square in. And yeah, it's just really simple and basic. So I'm just writing in the different habits I'm tracking, which are working out, taking vitamins, doing my calligraphy, less screen time, doing my prayer and quiet time, and yeah. And then after I write these in, I'm gonna put the numbers in. I'm also writing shop till you drop at the end of the page because I'm using it as a motivation, as in like do my habits as much as possible, but like shop till you drop to keep in with the theme. Then I'm just writing habit tracker at the very top with like a little banner on at the bottom of it just to break up the page a little bit more. And yeah, I'm just gonna outline everything on the page with color and fill in the banner as well. And that is it. As I'm rewatching the video, I'm realizing that maybe like shopping bags with like 30 spaces in each one would have been a cuter idea, but hey ho. Also, I just realized this wasn't centered the entire time, but here you go. Okay, making my mood tracker spread was such a nightmare because it took so long and I was really confused. But I made it, basically just did the title and outlined it in yellow, then did like a red banner underneath it as well, just to make it pop like the other one. And then my idea was to basically make receipts that I would fill in different colored on different lines to represent my mood. But honestly, to get there and find like a layout and a vibe that I liked was really hard. So you're seeing a very edited down version of me things out, rubbing things out, writing, drawing, basically making so many different mistakes throughout the whole process of this. But yeah, I just tried my best to do what I could and to make it look presentable. And I kind of like how the finished product turned out. So yeah, to all the perfectionists like me, it's okay to make mistakes in your bullet journal. You can always erase them. You can always Tipp-Ex them out. So don't stress yourself out too much. I feel like I need someone to keep telling me this because I always get so stressed. Here I'm just drawing in like barcodes to make it look a bit more like a receipt, and then I'm going to go in and outline the little rectangles in like a darker pen in order to make them stand out a little bit more. I just wanted them to be really pronounced and look like neat. And then I'm just numbering it. I kind of made a mistake here. I wasn't supposed to number them 1 to 15 on both receipts, but you'll see later on that I do go back and fix that. For my key, I'm just writing grand total at the bottom because I thought that'd be cute, and I'm just having little squares with that represent different emotions that I'm feeling, and I'm gonna color them in and with corresponding colors and put the corresponding emotions below it. And I just thought that it was cute to kind of have a grand total of how I felt that month, and I don't know, I just wanted to keep it within the theme. In the little boxes at the top, I'm just writing Steph store because I thought it'd be cute that it's a receipt of like me and like how I'm feeling. So I just decided to keep that cute little detail in there. And so yeah, that's how the spread ended up turning out. And I'm just showing you how I'm gonna fill it in, which is just like a line on each day with the corresponding color about how I'm feeling. And here I am fixing the mistake I made earlier. And later on, I wrote in the right numbers in that space. Initially, I was going to include a monthly playlist spread, but at this point, I was just so fed up with filming and how long the mood tracker took that I just decided to do a 2-page brain dump spread instead. I love including a brain dump spread in my bullet journal because it just gives me like lots of free space to just write down thoughts, write down lists, write down important things that might not fit into other places, or just write down random thoughts or whatever. So here I am just outlining the page mainly in gray, then going over it with the title brain dump with the markers. I actually made a mistake here and I was going to do different colors for each letter, but then I couldn't be bothered to go back and fix it. So here we are. It's really simple, really basic, but it's going to do the job perfectly. So I'm just erasing my mistakes, and I made more mistakes and I went back and fixed all of that later on with Tipp-Ex and wrote the red part in again. So yesterday I did my weekly spread as well off camera because I was just a bit lazy, but I basically just counted 6 dots down, then did a line from that to the bottom of the page. Each little quarter is in 9 dots, including like the black line, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And yeah, so I just split the page into 4 sections with the dates, that just wrote weekly spread and the dates of the week. Okay, so here's the finished spread. I know it's not the best thing in the world, but here it is. I kind of wish I did more with this page, but I'm happy with the title page, calendar page. I started filling this in actually. Mood tracker. So this is how the mood tracker will work. Just put a different line for each like number, and then start filling this into the brain dump page, the weekly spread, and yeah, that's it. Okay guys, so there we have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this bullet journal setup. It was definitely not perfect because I'm still getting used to it, just getting used to the filming like this and that, but I hope you guys enjoyed it for the most part and that you found it helpful for when you're planning your bullet journal. And I hope that you have some ideas. This is a theme that I don't know if anyone's ever done it before. Let me know if you've seen anyone do this theme before, but I just thought it was like a really unique kind of fun theme for the month of November. And I feel like although Black Friday is something that a lot of people think of when they think of November and they think of this time of the year, I feel like it's never, I don't know, maybe people haven't thought to do it as a bullet journal theme. So I'm hoping that maybe this is my original idea, but I'm not sure. If you have seen anyone do this kind of theme before, please make sure to link it or just send it to me on Instagram or Snapchat, whatever. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the notification bell so you never miss a video of mine. And yeah, just keep up with me, comment down below, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, you know, just keep up with my life. And yeah, that's it. I'm rambling on for too long. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, if you watch my videos, you know I like to do like a little section at the end. Wait, hold on, let me pull my nose. You know I like to do a little section at the end where I just leave a random message or whatever. So if you watch to this part of the video, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you comment down below cheekies or something. Yeah, and then I'll know you watched to this part of the video.